Suck it up with a smile. You're never gonna know how it feels till you try. Jump it up, steal the style. It's doggy, doggy, doggy at the top of the pile. Everybody look at Hollywood, doing it, doing it, doing it
Hi, so I just had a thought, and which is being interrupted immediately by another thought, namely, why does this never pop up immediately? Something I should probably look into, but you know what? More important right now is the thought I have right now. VTubers are modern-day Muppets. I'll explain later. Because right now we are starting Chibi Robo, which I kind of thought this game was largely regarded as obscure because, like, you don't see it a lot of places. There's not a lot of buzz around it. But it turns out, like, a lot of people who I've interacted with on Twitter absolutely love this game. Ooh, that look. Here you go. Got this hat as a special present from me. It's just a silly, charming, weird game that has been mismanaged since, like, the start of the series. Jenny, what's the matter? Jenny, you're 8 now. You can't run around in a frog costume all day. You need a real hat. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ah, Jenny. Oh, got a present for her too? Do you, Tao? Oh, good dog. How did you wrap it? Alright, now it's my turn. Just gonna love my gift, Jenny. Yeah, right. Oh. What is that? You know we can't afford... But Jenny said she wanted one. Ribbit. Oh, honey, you're not fooling anyone. You only wanted one for yourself. Oh no, calm down. We'll talk about this later. What do you think, Jenny? You love it, right? Ribbit. Get ready, Chibi-Robo. It's almost showtime. What do you think? Should I flip the switch? Alright, get ready to Robo! Hey Butterfly, how are you doing tonight? Just starting Chibi Robo, a delightfully weird niche title that simultaneously everyone loves, but the company kind of mismanaged it and never really caught the same charm as the first game again. Alright, oh, that's good to hear. I'm actually doing great. I was oddly tired like this entire week, and I'm feeling past that now. Hello, hello. Hello there. We're here to make you happy. I'm Telly, and this is Chibi Robo. Amazing. So, yeah, it's like everyone knows and loves this game, but it's the weirdest thing, because I thought this was super niche when I first played it. Like, I think I might have picked it out of a parking bin. Looks like we've come to the party empty-handed. They are the gift. Find a present for Jenny and fast. But, like, I haven't... First of all, like, everyone I've talked to knows this game and absolutely loves it. Like, anyone who had a GameCube growing up, or hell, even a Wii. But the annoying thing is, Nintendo's been, like, sitting on the copyright for this for years and renewing it. And it seems like they're trying to remake it. They did do a port to the Wii for, like, the new Play Control when they, like, moved Pikmin and a couple others from GameCube to Wii, but that was only in Japan only. And they just been wanting a Chibi Robo, like, remake or something for so long. Wow. Excellent. Chibi Robo. Should try using a Chibi copter. Comes standard in all Chibi Robo models. All you have to do is equip it. You can't fly upwards with it, but... Yes, I had... A while ago when I was on Zarataro's talk show, I was talking about this game, and we were also talking about, like, what we would like to see as a new entry in the series, or if it got revived, or whatever, and it would be so cool, because this game is, like, surprisingly heavy when it comes to subject matter. Like, the entire second act of the game is trying to keep a failing marriage together, and keeping the parents from divorcing. I think it would be kind of cool if they did another game in this kind of adventure style, but like Jenny either takes this Chibi Robo or gets a new one and brings it along to college, and you have to try to help her through academic burnout, stress, dealing with awful roommates. Because, like, a college apartment is about as proper a place for a small cleaning robot as you can get. Well, of course, I'm not even sure if Skip, the company that did most of the work for it, still around. Because after this game, they did Park Patrol, which they didn't really advertise well. They made it a Walmart exclusive of, like, a week before launch and didn't do any advertising. Plus, it is up against Phantom Hourglass, which... Yeah, needless to say, that game sold well. And then they made Ziplash. I don't know why they made Ziplash, but they certainly decided that, hey, the proper follow-up to a beloved 3D adventure game with a lot of verticality and fun, memorable characters was a 2D platformer. A decision that baffles me so much. Who knows? Only God knows, and I think he only has the best guess. Good work, Chibi Robo. Looked a bit nervous at first, but you came through like a pro. Now listen, you need to make yourself useful as Sandersons, right? Okay then. Let's adjust your happy point total. Chibi ranking has gone from... million to 781. 60 more. Nice, nice. But I certainly made that decision. But it's really too bad because this game, like, oh shoot, I just realized that the plug in the Chibi house doesn't quite line up with Chibi Robo's plug right now, and it is annoying me so much. Yeah, I'll save. Okay, for a moment there, I just thought I had overridden an old game that I had on here. Minor panic. Because I can kind of see the rationale behind Park Patrol. Like, that was a DS game. And they had to deal with limited hardware, which... That was a weird era of games where you had, like, the same game released on DS and Wii, and they were completely different. I'm going to stick with the timer 5 for now, because there's just a whole lot of... At least early, there's a bit more benefit to staying with... to getting through the day-night cycle quick. Especially because you kind of run out of things to do with the timer 15. Yeah, that one I'm fine with, Park Patrol, and I did play it a bit, and it was fine. Had too much fun at the party. I think he passed out from excitement. Oh! But right now, I need you to look at the top of the screen. See the sun symbol during the day and the moon symbol at night. The moon's out right now, so that means it's nighttime. Let's collect those happy points, try to get Super Chibi Robo status. Let's go! Oh. I love Telly's insistence on dropping these party poppers. No, it's really too bad because, like, this style of game is what's stuck in everyone's memory. Being a small little dude in a massive, well, massive to you, but normal to everyone else size space. Oh, Gobs! Welcome in! Yeah, we're playing Chibi Robo, an accurate simulator of how I clean my house. I think yes, everyone go follow Gobs. They do a whole lot of fun, like, craft streams and some really fun, I guess more storybook is the word for it, style games. Quite relaxing and very fun to talk to. But see, there's just some things you have to get really small and up into the face to deal with. Oh shit, I just remembered something I said at the very beginning of the stream and then did not elaborate any further on. I have this new theory sticking around that VTubers are essentially modern day... Yes, Butterfly is completely right in their appraisal. Are basically the modern day equivalent of Muppets. And that is entirely based off of... Because I was thinking, actually from Gobsy's raid, because I was lurking in their stream beforehand. I always wanted to be a Muppet growing up. That factors into it. Because essentially with the Muppets, a lot of what they did was they'd always have like a celebrity guest on their shows. And so you'd have like, I know in the new movie they kidnapped Jack Black because they needed a guest. And you'd have like so many celebrity guests for the time showing up and being interviewed by a small wrinkly puppet or interacting with them in some ways. And then I saw, like, I thought about it and thought, it's kind of funny when a VTuber raids a facecam streamer, because you have this cartoon person passing it up to like someone you can see their flesh and face, which is an awkward way to say it. But of course, because it's all streaming and there's the whole you are whoever you put yourself out to be, you also have that person interacting with cartoon person with a similar vibe to the Muppets interviewing one of their guests. It's that weird interaction that makes perfect sense in context, But, I don't know, it just kind of struck me as a little funny. And you know what? I think most VTubers will say that they have always wanted to be a Muppet. Because who doesn't like a Muppet? Oh, except for pretty much every one of the villains in the Muppet movie. They weren't big fans. And now I'm thinking... Dang, what button does what? Okay, that button does what. That's correct. Muppets Christmas Carol, one of the best versions of the story. Because that reminds me of something else. I forgot how to... Okay, that's how. Because Christmas Carol is such a good... Oh, I got charge. I can't remember what button does anything. Ah! Because Michael Caine in the Christmas Carol treats every Muppet like he would a fellow actor and plays it seriously and without any hint that... Like, you could replace every Muppet in that movie with an actor and not... and wouldn't have to do anything to Caine's performance. But I forget who it is... Oh, Steve Curry in Muppets Treasure Island is the same, like... high-level performance as Caine, because he treats himself as one of the Muppets. And it's amazing, both of them. Yeah, it's the same by backwards. And Curry gives a very believable performance of, yeah, you could swap him out with a Muppet, it's just that they didn't have the time to make a puppet. Would be Curry. Yes. Because I think there's something with, like... There's something to both of those styles. What's this? Small door? That's odd. I have no info fit in my memory banks. Yeah, don't ask what's going on here. Nobody knows. I'm constantly delayed because I was acting alongside a Muppet. Okay? That's a loaded question, Telly. I am considering being truthful, but honestly, in this very moment, I'm fine. Let's see. Wonder what that was. No, nothing to worry about. Hey, since these small doors have your eyes, let's call them a chibi door. But there is something too when you find yourself in a... I'm hesitant to say this because... Oh. Okay. It's happening. Huh? That's odd. I think the TV just turned on all by itself. Because, like, Muppets is always high-tier entertainment. But when you're in a bad movie, I think The Mummy, like, 1999 version, is a great example of this. Because... Oh, Chibi Robo. Oh, your hard work has made Mr. Sanderson happy, happy, happy. See, she's giving me a bunch of bonus happy points in moolah. And when you clean up, I can give you a nice little cleaning bonus. Happy points bonuses. I love that roll. 8. Moolah bonuses. 30. Your very presence makes everyone happy, happy, happy. I love Kelly so much. Yeah, like The Mummy, that's a bad movie. But it's a really good one. Because everyone kind of treats it seriously. Like, it's only by critical analysis will you say, it doesn't really do much artistically, it doesn't really have a clear message. It's just a fun, dumb little thing. But everyone treats it deadly serious and straight. The other option, which is more like what Curry does, is if you have a bad movie or bad whatever, I can't really think of something off the top of my head, but it's something that all the actors in it just embrace how ridiculous it is. And just layer on the ham and cheese to the most beautiful level that it's like, this is bad from an audience perspective in terms of acting, but it wraps around to being so delightful to watch, and with such the yummy ham and cheese that it wraps around to being amazing. Oh, who are you? Just realized I went through most of the dialogue without reading it. Oh, what in the... The toy's talking! That's just how things work in this house. Isn't that how it works everywhere? Really? Oh, that's a bit of a shocker. So I take their other toys? Oh, how rude of me. My name is Television. This is Chibi Robo. My name is Sophie. It's a bit of a chew toy, but she's okay. Oh, please was punched to meet you. Just writing my diary, and I thought you were trying to peek. You scared me. No worries, happens all the time. Chibi Robo's so small, it's easy for him to sneak up on you. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf. We're both sorry that we startled you. Well, as long as you didn't read about my secret passionate love for Drake. Rest is fine. Say, why didn't Chibi Robo apologize himself? I'm very glad you asked. Apologizing is a vital component of the manager's work. You're his manager? Seriously? Oh, that's kind of weird. Hold on, I need to record this moment so I don't forget. It's in their diaries. This could be a while. I guess I'll be leaving. Love that. They needed more characters because that's what makes this game so good. The writing of the individual characters and how messed up they are in their own issues. They're like, we need something more chibi-sides to interact with. Toys are animate. Makes as much sense as anything else. So confused, so conflicted. People say evil, people say justice. What is justice? What is evil? Do I truly fight on the side of justice? Am I just a fool? A blind fool? No, fight on the side of justice! You think they can disturb the peace will get a taste of my space fury? Space Hunter Drake Redcrest! I want to yell so badly for his lines, just because it fits a character, but like, I know that everyone in my apartment is definitely at home right now because of a winter storm that's going on, so I really can't. Good morning, Chibi Robo. Was this? No answer, eh? Space Hunter Code Part 1. Greet everyone by yelling! Perhaps you have been shocked into silence by the sight of toys moving. Don't be afraid, friends. The toys in this house move and speak when humans aren't around. Enough talk. It bores Drake Redcrest. Let's be friends, so diminutive one. Friend, it is my duty to inform you that your life appears to need more justice. But Drake Redcrest can solve that problem. Take this special gift. It's just for you. Speaking of cheese. One of my favorite parts of... Yep, I know how to put this on. Cleverness becomes you. We are well met, you and I. But do not keep Redcrest waiting. Show me how it looks. Learn the facts of justice together. Favorite part. You can dress yourself up. Chibi Robo. You're trying to use the pose. Don't even know how to yet. Like, no. Do the tutorial first, and then you can be a dork. Looks good on you, little man. So you wish to fight for truth and justice, eh? Don't lie, Drake Redcrest knows these things. Hell yeah, weird, funky space chicken. My friend is a specialty of mine. You just sit back and enjoy the ride. Hold, stand your ground. Very well, my small metal friend. I will now administer the test of justice. Be long, hard, and arduous, but you must endure no matter the cost. Ready? Then we ride. Mark my words, mark them well. Space Hunter Code Part 2. True justice cannot exist without a pose! Never be an agent of justice unless you master this. Old friend. Must be the one known as Television. Oh, how did you know my name? That's Justice 101, my flying metal friend. It's impressive. But we're about to enter dangerous skies here, so you must fly back. Are you ready? Here's a skinny. When I start to pose, press Z immediately. Easy as pie, right? And we ride. Ah. Too slow, too slow. Curses and blasts. Let's try it again. There we go. Hunter Drake Redcrest. Oh, it's fantastic. The best Chibi Robo. Stupendously done, Chibi Robo. I mean, Space Hunter Robo. I am now proud to appoint you as the Universe 99th Space Hunter. Huzzah to you, Space Hunter Robo. Hunter Drake Redcrest gave you 19 happy points. Oh, good, an advance on my pay. Chibi Robo. Master Drake Redcrest Z action. Let's show everyone what you can do with it. When you wear this, think of justice. See you around, Hunter. Oh, oops. I was trying to show off the pose, but both of them got cut off. Hello, Space Hunter Robo. Your excitement is indeed impressive, but it seems the living room is currently in a state of bucolism. That is a word, right? Of course it is. Irregardlessness, I leave you in charge of tomorrow's patrol, Space Hunter Chibi Robo. Somebody get that man a dictionary. I have a tiny... Oh, shoot. I might die. Oh, no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Forget how... I forget how close the battery can get sometimes. As I love the battery mechanic of... It's kind of annoying at first where you have to... Well, quite often at the beginning of the game, keep on running back and forth to power outlets. But later, as you get more happy points and action, it's a great way to actually incentivize you to do things like clean up the house and throw away trash and, you know, what you should be doing. Because that's how you get bigger batteries. Oh. Maybe I do want timer 10. Chibi Robo. Way to go, I think we can call it a day. Proud of the work you've done. Oh, the night's ended. Let's return to the Chibi house. So the more that you interact with people in the house and do stuff, the further you can go and explore. Which, it's a pretty simple game. Like, most of all there is to do is explore the house, solve little puzzles. Oh, made it to the top 100,000. Nice. Citrussoft has sent you a special gift. Brand new bonus battery. Would you look at that? Battery power went up to 100. Ooh. I don't know, it's a very simple system, but like it works really well. I guess there's this whole vibe of newer games that they need a lot of mechanics and a lot of complex interactions, and like you need to take a college course on the game before you can get into it. Yeah, let's say for at the top of the day. But honestly, if it's just a fun little set of interactions that... But I do love a good system that can interact with the world in a more complex and fascinating way. But I don't have enough for the Chibi Blaster. Or I don't actually offer the backup battery. But like, between this game with a very rewarding cycle of make people happy, explore further, repeat. I've also been playing Just Cause 3 off, like, because it's fun, and pretty much it has simple third-person shooter gameplay, a parachute, grappling hook, and the new thing for that game is a wingsuit. And all it's really done is put enough thought that if you're creative enough with the grappling hook, you don't need anything else. It's just fun to traverse the world and grapple things together. Yeah. I don't know, that's one of the things that I'm enjoying with, like, indie games that have been coming out, and that they've been gaining popularity. There's a lot more focus on a simple thing that's fun to do over anything else. Oh, just remembered something I got completely distracted on the topic of Muppets. I'm like, make sure you say this. I feel like that's half of my stream of me just going down a rabbit hole and having more to say on something and realizing, the only way I have to get back to that topic is an awkward segue, which I don't want to do. Well, too bad. Because one of my favorite, like, off-the-cuff questions or conversation starters, I guess, when it comes to talking about films or whatever. What movie would you take that you either replace the entire cast with either replace one actor in that film with a Muppet, or you do the opposite? Which actor do you keep as the sole human in the cast? And it's simultaneously a question that has no wrong answers, but some pretty impressive responses. Is there anything else I can get to in here? Oh, let's talk to Jenny. Hey, frog. Ribbit, a ribbit, a ribbit. A ribbit, a ribbit. Ribbit. Child is enormous. Oh, no. I am tiny. This is a standard size 8-year-old. It just so happens that Chibi-Robo can, maybe have... It's about the same size as 2 AA batteries stacked on top of each other. Oh, rip it. No. Robert. Oh yeah, this entire game is so adorable. This on and... Oh, that's good. I like it. I mean, I really, really like it. Man, trick. Mr. Sanderson. There's nothing he won't spaz out over. Dad just gave you 9 happy points. Jim, my wife, just can't understand how cool he is. And I suppose it's what you get when the main cast of characters involves animate toys, a tiny little robot whose plug is about this, and power cord is about as long as he's tall, a flying television with eyes, and just so good. I hope I have enough battery power for this. That's why I know I have a friend who, every time there's like a Nintendo Direct or something, she's always very hopeful for them announcing anything to do with Chibi Robo. Like a remake, a sequel, a general acknowledgement that it exists in the slightest. Yep, it's still not start to open the gear menu. Well, this is going to be perilous. And unfortunately, every time it's disappointing news. That 7. Can I even make it? Okay, the Chibi house is right there. 6, 5, 4. Where's the map? I know there's a map exists. There it is. Kitchen's closed off. Foyer is the only way out. I don't think I have enough money to get to the backyard. I'm going to do something that was a big secret when I first discovered it. And I'm sorry, Chibi. You will be missed. Sorry, Telly. Dude, you just have to do this. Chibi Robo, look at the state you're in. I thought maybe we could make it to the top of the Chibi ranking together. Oh! You're alive! I was worried sick. Remember, you're a robot. If your energy ever drops to 0, you'll switch off just like that. Watch your charge. And use an outlet if you have to recharge. Oh, and you should know, if you ever pass out like that again, don't get too worried. Your faithful friend Television, that's me, will carry you back to the Chibi house. Oh, and another thing. If you press X to select remove, you'll change out of your trauma suit. It looks like you lost some moolah. Oh, don't look at me! Oh! Unfortunately, running out of battery the first time is how you get the trauma suit and backup batteries, which are both super useful. Because backup batteries will always give you just enough charge to beeline to the next output. Which... Oh, next bonus battery need just 40 more. Get there and earn more happy points. I think I'll make a super Chibi Robo. Let's go! Here, Chibi Robo. Not yet. Then let's do some shopping. Trauma suits 911. I did that in the wrong order. I meant to get the chibi blaster first. Oh. That's going to be useful, probably. And let's go. But still, I'd rather have the blaster. Excuse me, I'm going to go die now. That's just the suit pose for the trauma suit. You fall over. Are you alright, Chibi Robo? Hang in there, I'll take you to the Chibi house now. Sorry for doing it to you again, Telly, but there's one good reason. We get a second suit, Chibi Robo. And this one's actually really useful. Don't freak me out like that. Chibi ranking's still 45th. Yeah. Yeah, no. This one's actually used to advance the plot later. Hey, can't use Z to pose here. Dang it. Hey, Capin, how are you doing? Oh, it's you, Chibi Robo. Sheesh, don't do that. I thought you were a real ghost. I gotta tell you, you have an amazing range of emotions for a robot. You'll receive a nomination for this year's Robo Academy Awards. We're just playing Chibi Robo. It's a... Wait. Oh, right. There's idle poses. So... It's a super cute, kind of, for whatever reason, niche GameCube game where you're playing as a little cleaning robot going around the house trying to make everyone happy. And I just deliberately ran out of battery to unlock the trauma suit. And then posed and fell over, again deliberately, to unlock the ghost suit. Because why not? Now, before this day is over, time to meet my favorite characters. Yeah, no problem. I love shouting out friends. And also, I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm doing much better today. Hey, who's that? Dex Frisco. They're hard-boiled egg soldiers. I love them so much. Yes, sir. I want to report immediately. What is that thing? It's, an intruder, sir. I think it came from the living room, sir. Former perimeter men. Yes, sir. Go, go, go. Defensive positions. Oh shit, they're calling in the paratroopers. How bad could they be? It's not like they're an actually well-organized group of armed forces. Sure, it's fine. Unauthorized intruders enter the area. Free Ranger's pride is at stake. Stop the intruders or make you exit. Comes into range, let him have it. Don't let your guard down, men. Okay, maybe this is a bit more than I bargained for. Chibi Robo, this isn't good. What is not, Telly? Chibi Robo, that strange sound came from over there. We should probably go investigate, but it looks a little dangerous. Right, we have a basement beluga. That's here too, as if this house wasn't weird enough. It'd be really hard to get over there. Strangers mean business. Actually, can I? No. No, I aggressively cannot. Oh, there goes my 980 Mulan investment. Wasted for nothing. In this game, totally made for kids, one of the earliest things you can do to learn that you haven't found the right equipment to proceed yet is get blasted by the United States military. Weird but true. Oh. Well, this is the third time I've died. Still 445. Hold on. Guess I'm stuck in the living room for the rest of the day. Because I can't get into the kitchen. I remember... There's always something about old games that you've always taken so much more time through, like, the first go than any subsequent playthroughs. Which makes sense. You actually know what you're doing a bit more the second time through, and everything that you were stuck on you actually remember. But it just feels like I spent so much time just in the living room and kitchen, like poking around, trying to figure out what's up here, what's over there, can I climb up this thing, how do I get up on the couch? And at least part of that is I had the timer 15 on, which is every day takes 15 minutes to go through a cycle, and just until I get more of the house unlocked, I'm sticking with the 5-minute timer. Which is great. You can customize how long each day cycle takes. An entire 7 more points. 33. Some advice, namely mine. Use Y to activate your Chibi vision and scan your surroundings for items. Alright, you can go into Chibi Metroid mode. Dang, I should... I know tax season is here, and I'm hoping... Well, I know what I should be using my tax return to. But there's just so many good games out. Like, I really want the Metroid Prime remake that dropped on Switch. Because I actually haven't played much Metroid. I played a lot of the Vania part of Metroidvanias. I haven't done much with Metroid. Like, I played Super Metroid, which a lot of people says, that's the one. That one right there. But Metroid Prime being a like first-person shooter on the GameCube originally, it looks like a really well-done game, and like it's out. So I'm just going to be skipping through this because you get a couple of happy points. Oh, shoot. It's like the button tutorials, and you get like a big bonus for doing all of it. Which I don't really mind this. It kind of reminds me of like earliest SNES RPG, like Final Fantasy VI's tutorial room, where there's just a bunch of NPCs who somehow know how the game itself works. It's a nice thing that if you know the game already, you can skip the tutorial. If you're new to it, you can pick up what you need to know. But yeah, and the other thing is that I've recently gotten, like, super inspired for new designs and ideas for, like, an alternate model, aside from the bread roll going to the human form. Because I've had that, and I've had art, like, I've had the design, the basic design, but I recently had some ideas for how to improve on it and make it something that I like a little bit more while still being unique, because it's one thing that I really like about both the style of this current model and the art and all that, is that the art, VTubers as a whole tend to skew anime-esque, which makes sense. That's a lot of anime designs have a whole lot of detail on them, which you can do some amazing and super cool stuff to it. And of course, I also kind of feel that if you put enough detail on a humanish form that isn't very clearly one animation style, it tends to skew towards anime a bit, just because that's the reference pool and there's a lot more examples to draw from. But oh, shoot, I want to get down. I'm gonna run out of power. Or I could make it blitz for the... Yeah, I have to go to that plug. Like, the eyes... Between how simple the bread model is and the fact that the eyes themselves skew more towards, like, 1920s rubber hose or Cuphead style. It's just... I really like models that have a vibe that you don't really see much. Mostly because I follow a lot of my friends' TikToks, and they all use it to promote their Twitch. I'm deep in the VTuber side of TikTok, and there's some pretty cool models in there. Like, one particularly that caught my eye was a pair of streamers, which I really should follow, but it's hard to follow, like, navigate off of TikTok, because I have to go, if they have a... Unfortunately, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Okay, and if I find it back, because the other thing is, I completely forget to... I even forgot to follow them on TikTok. But they have like a more either colored pencil or crayon style colorization to their models, which is super cool. Like, one of the first things I learned when I got into VTubing is, oh, you can take literally anything and run it through Live 2D. Hang on. Oh, what was that sound? That handsome sound. Drake Red Guts. You really good. That's stuff you know. That was so stupid. Sorry, Sophie. Because, well, my first model was... It was a JPEG that I doodled a face on and converted to a PNG. Literally 3 layers, because I felt possessed to put the mouth on a separate layer than the eyes. Actually, no, it was 6, because I put the upper lip and the lower lip and the inside of the mouth on separate layers, and each eye on both eyes on the same layer, and then the body was one. Yeah, that's what really drew me into it, that you can be whatever you want. And I don't want it to seem like I'm ragging on people who have, like, a more standard... Very impressive that you made your own. It's a lot less impressive when you learn the full details, because when I sent this to Eru, who made this version because she wanted a hat, The first thing she messaged to me was, "Hey, I think your texture atlas is made incorrectly." Because it's all squished up into one corner. I took one look at it, I'm like, oh, no, my entire model is less than 300 pixels by 300 pixels. It's in... And she's like, wait, really? Yeah. And because on my old one, you could see the edges of the model where I didn't quite get all of the white outline gone. I think this new one is 1080p or something, you know, that an actual artist would go for. Because the face was, nope, I wanted to pick up my plug. Sound Control, transform your mind to laser of justice and truth. Because I need to pick up my plug because I run, oh. You run faster with the plug up. Ah! Why did you go so fast? Or you left the force shield. Well, it's common air among the air. Not to worry, not to worry. If you wish to maintain peace, you must try harder. Tomorrow we ride again. That's right. Yeah, the biggest thing is for VTubing is being able to do art and rigging, and art isn't my strong suit, but I'm actually pretty good at, like, computer animation stuff. Not to the point that I know Blender or have a degree specifically in it, but I did have to learn, like, the basics of computer graphics for college, which actually really helped for learning rigging, because that's a process really similar to working through computer graphics, like being able to understand how a computer renders a scene. That itself was so helpful to get started, and honestly, there's so many tutorials. I think that if you're able to dedicate the time, it probably won't be an amazing rig, because learning does require a good amount of repetition, but it is something that you can get something moving, and instead of showing up to someone saying, if you can get the art underneath it, and saying, like, this is what I want my model to do, you're starting at a point where this is the basic idea. Like, the slight jiggle for left and right was something that I was able to put on my version 1, and then it got improved to a degree for this one. The eye movements are better, the mouth movements are, between that and some new technology that got brought out for VTube Studio itself, it is remarkably well tracked. It's very accessible, and I do appreciate that about VTubing. Or, oh right. No, I was saying earlier that even people who can eat up. Yeah, thank you so much, Capon. Thanks for coming around. It was nice talking to you, and hope you have a good breakfast. Yeah, one of the things that I love is seeing everyone's variation of designs and what they put into it for either reflect themselves or what they want to express, because I don't want to make it seem that I'm saying, oh, anyone who has the, like, base humanoid model or a quote-unquote typical one is wasting resources instead of doing something creative, because those models in and of themselves can be extremely awesome, especially with a lot of the extra tweaks of, like, hand tracking. A 3D model that accurately maps someone's hands movements is so cool. Or just even the basic live 2D version where you can put up the hand and have it track across the screen and do certain gestures with it. Outfit toggles. Yeah, hand models, they really are. Battery power 120. And also expressions. The one thing that's kind of, I've noticed is kind of hard to get across with this model is that it's mostly the eyes, which is kind of unfortunate because at this point I can't conceive of a version of this model that doesn't have this style of eyes on it. Like, it's not as easy to do expressions. I know, anyone who... There's one artist rigger, Toma. She did the rig for a couple of my friends. Hawkeye, Jaden Story, Anime for Days, Lucy. She's... and a couple others. She's their model parent. Could have anime eyes toggle, fun as hell, make them big and glitter. I like that idea. I'm going to have to remember it. But the way she rigs eyes is they have some eye physics, and I think it's whenever they go, oh shoot, I don't have enough for the Chibi Blaster yet. Whenever they go really wide, the whole iris and pupil shrinks in a way that's super cool. Actually, I don't have a good way to point it out. But just, like, the amount of detail that you can put on a more human, typical face. Like, I've seen some really impressive models that is really a big reason why before this one really imprinted on me, I'm like, no, better make sure the lore is a shapeshifter, so when I have enough to afford a proper model, I can get a cool one. I don't know, it's just a really creative and interesting space. Like, I cannot say I've seen a VTuber who I saw their model and thought, that's kind of meh. Because everyone just puts so much thought and care and themselves in it. I guess that's just what you can do when you get to choose your own skin. Which is a really weird way to put it. Yeah. I wonder if that's a common thing, that a lot of shapeshifters started off like... Because I know I started very unsure and like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, what I'll do, how much I'll change, and just kind of wrote in the uncertainty they had with what they were doing, so that they had kind of an out. But I am glad that I made the decision, because this means I do have the ability for at least 3 different models. I mean, Love Slugs has like 6 different models, and he explains his Digimon or Magic. That is awesome. Oh, Cheapo. Sorry for saying you were wasting moolah on Jenny's birthday. Making my husband sleep on the sofa until he's sorry for what he did. Or it's not his fault. Or not your fault, he's like that. Yeah, that's... like, even... I have a couple of friends, like, a whole bunch of different outfit toggles. But... like, the different models... because it's kind of a problem. I want, like, several different models. Because I wouldn't mind a couple more versions of a possessed bread roll. I also really want a human form. it's a combination of, I want to save up before I start looking at it. I need to hammer down, like, what the full concept will be, what it should look like. And also I really like the idea of going with a more cartoon sort of look over anime. French bread prom. Oh, I love that. Chivo, that belongs to my husband. I don't know. Oh, forget it. Go ahead and take it. He's got so much Drake Red Press stuff, he'll never know I gave something away. No, remove the S. I think you're onto something there. Ooh. Feed the fish. I do want, like, a more cartoon and over-exaggerated, but that means I have to find someone who like, has a really good style for that sort of thing. And a rigger who's good at that sort of exaggerations. Should have married you instead, that slob. But of course, the big thing is that I have to get off my butt and actually like make together a mood board or get a concept down. Which means one of my... Yeah, finding an artist and rigger combo that's just right, because I'm picking a little tentacle monster. Indeed. I might have to look around a bit, but, you know, my current I don't really know how to refer to Era, because, like, she's simultaneously a good friend, a fellow streamer, technically my model parent, but because she made her own model, also my model sibling. If I think about it too long, Sweet Home Alabama starts playing. I should have said that. But yeah, like, she's super talented, and and I'm pretty sure she just, oh boy, it's still closed off. Like, she just rigs up new versions of her model because she really enjoys art of that sort of thing. Ooh, right, I heard about it. Clay's going to begin a new design by the same person who did yours. That, I am so excited for people getting new designs. Like, just one of the things that I love the most about becoming a VTuber is making friends in the community, because more often than not, people will come to my DMs like, Brett, I know you won't tell anyone. This is a work in progress in my new stuff. This is a sketch. This is all this. And I'm like, yes. I get spoilers. I get to see your art put directly into my eyes. Yes. That exact thing is what I'm talking about, Gobs. Just seeing exactly what people have prepped, and just in a steady IV drip. It's amazing. Ooh, 33. I think I might get the next battery upgrade. Yeah, the biggest thing is pickiness. And making sure it's just right. Unauthorized intruder. Don't let him pass. Take him out. Well, this isn't good. Nope, we got it this time. Really hard to get over there. Strangers mean business. Never get through unless you find something you can use to cover yourself. Haha! Bite my armored shell, you scrambleds. I am invincible! Man, I'm going to have to remember this trick with the mug next time someone tries to eat me. Like, I have a feeling this could work. Oh shoot, that's another art piece I want to commission now. Son of a battle tank! Well, guess he didn't look like an enemy. Come to think about it, he may be an ally. But still, my men were just pitiful. Chibi Robo. Can't believe my electronic eyes. That's truly amazing. Ran through those fearsome free rangers without getting shot. They are superb. Of course, I was able to fly right over them. Right, basement beluga. Oh! Strange sound seems to have come from here. Between you and me, I'm a little scared. I think we better go investigate. And also the noises when Chibi walks, the little piano sounds. So cute. Nope, missed some trash. Now. Hello? Oh shoot, we have like no time. Quick. Plug into the behemoth. So much. Chibi Robo! Are you alright, Chibi Robo? Yeah, I'm fine. Stop fooling around. Come on, this place gives me the creeps. Let's hurry and get out of here. Huh? Oh! Your eyes! Fried a circuit. No, don't. Chibi Robo! Don't die! No! Her flashback sequence. Brought home. So cute. I really love this guy. That alone is so cute. Huh? Ah, that's how the toys became alive. Eesh. 100,000 moolah to charge. You died. Huh? Fuck off, Fratelli, gotta go! Oh. Phew. Can't believe you can move after all this time. I wonder what this might be. That's kind of sad. More importantly, Chibi Robo. You're just getting used to his house. And how you died and left me all alone. 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 Oh, you're alive. I'm so glad, Chibi Robo. I thought you kicked the bucket. But I suppose I shouldn't have worried. I can fix you no matter what, even if I had to use my own parts. So tell me, did you dream? You didn't dream, right? It's quite possible that you downloaded data from Giga Robo's memory banks. The excitement is really tucking me out. See you later, Chibi Robo. That's kind of sad that Giga Robo's been down here all this time. And Chibi Robo, wow, that's a... Forgot. There's more. What is that? If you plan to take that battery... I think you'd charge it up and bring it back in one piece. Yatter. Can't do that voice, it hurts. And yet, that's not what you want, is it, me colossal matey? Yar, if only you could speak to me, Giga Robo. What? Is it really a Giga Robo? Is he dead? Robots don't die, you flying buoy. Oh, right. He sure is big. It's a lot taller than you, Chibi Robo. One moment. According to my data, it's a very old model. It started trending as Giga Robo Fever a long time ago. But his energy consumption was too high and his popularity plummeted. Shut your blowhole! You think you're smart, but you know nothing about him. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you very much. If you'll excuse me. Hurl your sails, matey. Yes? Yarr. Come blowing in here like a summer squall and leave without introducing yourselves. I'm sorry. My name is Telly. And that over there is Chibi Robo. Don't mind him, he doesn't talk much. And who might you be? It's about time you asked. The scourge of the seven seas, overlord of the ocean's blue, king of all pirates, Captain Plankbeard. You're a pirate? Yes! Been so excited for this, you have no idea. Or at least I used to be. Now I'm nothing more than a shipless landlubber. Also, everyone go check out that guy. They're doing a month-long charity stream for Trans Lifeline, I believe. They're getting pretty close to their goal. So yeah, go support a good cause and follow a fun creator. And also, I might have been talking about their model earlier, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, no problem. Oh, how did you lose your ship? That tale's as long as the sea be deep, and as sad as a tailless mermaid. Can you do a Telly impression? Let me hear the voice they give him, and then I'll see. Me throat's as parched as me soul, so I'll be saving me story for a bit. Arr, I loves the taste of water. What say ye? Will you return someday and listen to me sad tale of woe? How's that? Never make a promise you can't keep. It's a pirate's code. Oh, Leo. How are you doing? Good to see you around. Hope you're doing well today. Same for you, I think I forgot to ask. Have to wait to do multiple shout-outs. You did well to remember me words, you overgrown piece of plankton. Chibi Robo's back there. This doesn't concern me. Good luck, Telly. Don't forget, even if I die, I'll come back. What did I tell you? Robots don't die, and you don't get to scurvy neither. You're right. I love the weird voice noises that these things make. Giga battery's no good by its lonesome. You need to search the house and find the Giga charger. Yahoo! Yeah, we're gonna go check out Mio too. They do a lot of really fun, cozy streams. Very comfy streamer. Phew, that was scary. Anyway, let's go back. I have literally no time left. Okay, now's the time to extend the charger because we have... Yes. Oh, hey, Seth. Yeah, we're playing Chibi Robo. An accurate simulator of how I have to clean my house. How are you doing tonight, Seth? Hope it's well. Great work out there. Just your happy point total. Has gone from 627. Next head point. Yeah. 150 more to the next level. That's the important part. That's done. So I guess it was Giga Robo who's making that noise we heard, huh? Might not know, but Giga Robo is the brainchild of legendary engineer Dr. Joy Ibisu of Circus Soft. Made you too. Fine, dozed off for a while and now my head hurts. Ew. That's always fun. Well, honestly, I think the best thing is some aspirin, ibuprofen, whatever over-the-counter painkiller you have. Painkiller, and a good amount of water. 'Cause I hate that when you wake up in the weekend and you slept in real late and you have a hangover. Well, not a hangover. You have a headache. And it's like, God, if I knew I was going to wake up with a headache, I would have made sure it was a hangover. Know how to deal with that. All at once, everyone just stopped using the Giga Robos altogether. These days, you can't even pay someone to take the poor guy off your hands. Sad to see something like that happen. Tossed aside like so much trash. Poor guy. Pressure headache all day Tuesday from the incoming storm. Oh. Yeah, that's awful. Well, I guess one thing you get out of it is accurate weather forecasts of it's going to be bad. Oh, just take out the Giga battery you're carrying with you. Don't ask how that fit in your head. It's not important. And hopefully the storm blows out tomorrow. That's just... At least up where I'm at, it's all snow, which is kind of annoying. Want to recharge the Giga battery? I'll need to find a Giga charger. There's gotta be one around here somewhere, right? Ooh! Exotic butters. I really have to hook this thing up to a timer or something. Which... I have... That's another thing. I have a lot of things that I should, like, do for the stream. Do I... Ah! I still don't have enough for the Chibi Blaster. Dang it. Okay, let's do timer 10. But it's just... I have been so awful at actually doing any of it. At least part of it is I just straight up forget. Like, when I'm here sitting streaming, I'm like, okay, that's annoying and that needs to change. I should deal with it. And then I go to bed, I wake up, and I don't remember anything that happened in the past 3 hours beforehand. Stream task list that you put on the corner of the desk and don't think about it until you're in the middle of screaming. Say that again. A physical list I could put somewhere and reference. I like the idea. So... Oh. Welcome back, Firefly. I think. I don't remember. The brain cell is singular and is working overtime. I think I can get there from the couch. If I can fly over the dog. Which, fun fact about Tao, then, like, every game, I forget who the main, the lead dev was, like, his name. Just generally bad at names. But he also worked on this other game called Moon. It was, I think PlayStation 1 or something? Like, it was one of the inspirations for Undertale. A game that had a lot of... its groundings in RPGs and that sort of thing. Been out. Okay. Thank you so much for lurking and sticking around. Really appreciate that. And yeah, of course, if you have to do other stuff, by all means, go do the important tasks. Okay, don't think I actually have enough battery to get all the way to the table. Now, but he always tries to put, like, I think it was either the dog he had while he was developing the games, or his, like, favorite pet. He always makes sure to have a black and white dog named Tao in his games. It was fine past me. Yeah, shoot, I think I have, like, a couple notebooks just knocking around somewhere. I should grab one and just keep it open to a blank page and actually write these things down. Or at least ideas, stream things, shoot, I also have to go scrub my tweets because I kind of forgot that... Oh, good, I have enough for the Chibi Blaster. There we go. Like, I got recommended a couple of pieces of software in a reply, and I've forgotten what they are. Wonderful. Alright, let's get a gun. Shot. Blaster. Gimme. Oh, that's just a straight up new arm they send you. Upgraded. Keep it up, Chibi Robo, and let's go. You know, I'm kind of glad that the schedule propped up 2 different GameCube games. Because, well, Eternal Darkness is... It's not... It doesn't excel at, like, horror and scares and whatnot, but it is pretty good at keeping you on edge. But between that game and this game, which is just so chill, neither of games that I have to react very fast to, and they've been oddly, like, relaxing and calming when for this week. Oh, it's just a sticker someone put over the cracked window. If you shoot out of the chibi blaster, I bet you can go outside. But breaking windows won't make Mrs. Anderson happy at all. Wait, I just realized I have 2 more emote slots. Maybe I should get a cozy emote. Oops! Didn't do it, wasn't me, don't deactivate me! We'll see, because this is going back down the alley of too many ideas. Not enough funding. But don't worry about it, Butterfly. Glass and slider doors breaks all the time. Nobody knows why. We'll break your window. But I swear, half of this game is just doing inadvisable stuff for the fun of it. I mean, technically, aside from the Chibi Blaster, the Chibi Copter, and I think also the Chibi Radar. Yeah, I get the radar later. Everything else is just, like, stuff you steal. From, like, you steal a mug, a spoon, a syringe from a toy doctor kit. Eesh. All dehydrated and shriveled. It hasn't rained lately, and it looks like she's really weak. This is so distressing. I have to give her some water. Good luck there, Carol. Yeah, you steal, like, most of your gear. And they don't say a word of it. Oh yeah, the toothbrush is also stolen. And I'm not sure how I feel about cleaning a house with a used toothbrush. Right, that's really all that we need out here at this point, because there is not much in terms of what you can get from going out here. There's no outlets, and I don't think I have, like, any of the equipment I need to deal with the things to, like, start the story arcs out here. Oh, guess we broke this window for nothing. It's fine. Just cash out here. My happy points and $200. That's lucrative. Alright, back to the basement. We still have to get the Giga Charger. Oh, right. Here's on the field. Man, even the egg soldiers feel bad for you. Plug in first because I think I can get, like, a upstairs once. Oh. Come here. I just noticed that in, like, the voice garble for Jenny, like, you can hear her say Caro. Ribbit. A little bit. Jenny, what are you doing up? Go back to your room and go to sleep. Ribbit, ugh. Oh, Jenny. Wait, Ribbit. Chibi Robo. What are you doing? Aha! Guess you're trying to reach the second floor. These stairs are a problem, aren't they? There's nothing you can do. Something here you can't use as a ladder. Well, there are ways, but you'll need some special equipment. I'll look into it for you. Goodbye. Yeah. Jenny really has it rough. She deserved better. Just in general. Hey, the robot that breached our perimeter? Yeah. Oh, feed me a death charge and call it a biscuit. Very impressive. Not bad for a pencil-neck robot. Just don't let it go to your head. You scrap metal head. You aren't half the Robo Giga Robo was. Not even half of half a robot. Or half of that. Private Frisco on duty, sir. You can't train when the family is around. I'm Tex. They're all awfully fond of Jenny and General Sanderson. I just realized every one of these free rangers, except for Sarge, is named after a U.S. city or area, so I should at least badly attempt an accent for him. Oh, sweet. Because why not? So, something there. Something there. And this is... Oh, right. And them. It's a funny thing that, like, when you're very young, anything rare in a game, no matter how insignificant, like, I'm pretty sure this is you only get one of each of these bottles in the game. Like, you just kind of latch onto it and be like, oh, rare. Valuable. Even when it's literal garbage. Belay your foolish chatter. You're a cheating lying demon crab. Cheating? How rude. You fail because your soul has not been properly cleansed. Do you take me for a brainless piece of kelp? I know you decide whether your eye opens or closes, you filthy bilge rat. That is untrue. A person with a purer soul would be able to see this clearly. My soul's as clean as the waters of Shanty Pete's blessed harbor. One more time, you scurvy scum. Somehow that is exactly the mood. No way the king of pirates is losing to some half-baked sea cucumber. Get on with it, you scallywag. How frightening. Very well, I shall begin. Everything is nothing. Reach out with your soul. Feel. Let it flow to my right eye. Will it open? Or will it remain closed? What do you feel? Will it open? Yeah. Last time it was your port side peeper. The time before that, starboard. Arr! He shall open tie, says I. Are you certain? Certain as the tides do ebb and flow. It'll open, I tell you. You with me, ain't you? Hey, don't lump me into this. This is your own problem you're getting into. Curses. That's what I get for trusting an undersized boat hook. Are you certain? Me pirate's word is good as me gold. Very well. This goes on for a while. Good, I thought the game was glitching. It opened, I tell you. But it's your left eye. Gobs, if you ask that, that is a question that you either just go with the flow. Of course there's army eggs in the foyer, guarding the basement with a massive sized dying robot that's been yelling out for help, guarded over by a pirate who lost a gamble to a teapot thingy that also runs a gambling ring in the basement. It just happens. It's not even the weirdest thing that'll happen. Like I'm without my ship, you great blinking sea slug. Hand me fill of ye. The pirate man swig that thing is... Oh, Captain Blankbeard is a whole set of personal goals. Yeah, Chibi Metroid. Wait, can I... Curses. Like, just having that swagger... Just, perfect. I think about Snap. Go. Mind where you aim that thing, laddie. Not see anyone hurt by your carelessness ways. Carelessness ways, bleh. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I love all the random junk in the basement, like cola clock, the pop bottle advertisements. Brick out. Gunpowder. Which, once you figure out what the use for gunpowder is for in this game, it becomes a lot more understandable why they have a jar of gunpowder down here. And I might have to take a second run at it just because I'm pulling all these bricks out of the foundation, which, they should look at. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. What are you doing, Chibi? Just a dangerous game you be playing. Copy this. I see. You're searching for Gigarobo's Gigacharger. Chibi me, lad, you're a slippery fish to get a handle on. Yeah, I can't even complain about that mess of nails. I have seen and worked on that sort of housing project, which used that many nails that carelessly. Alright, I know I should probably go grab the charger first. Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoy it. It's so the funny thing is, I don't know if anyone else besides me has ever heard of this, but there used to be like a language learning app that, for whatever reason, a library by where I lived once offered for free, and like you could have Spanish, Mandarin, Japanese, like all the basic languages you'd expect. They also offered pirate, which was a course in stereotypical pirate speak, and I have no idea how historically accurate it was, but dang it, my entire family took it and completed the course. Which I think says a lot about my family. I think most of it was just like vaguely period correct ship terminology and anything that they could find accredited in a source slightly more trustworthy than Pirates of the Caribbean. Of course, what also didn't help was grew up on one of the Great Lakes, so I learned from a early age anyone who had a boat flying a pirate flag was definitely drunk while boating. Don't recommend, but you know what? That's just how it goes. Alright, the Giga Charger. So what I'm saying is that the pirate voice has been a useful and long-established skill. The pinnacle of my language studies. That be it, says I. Do you truly mean to set Giga Robo to sailing once more? Aye. Chibi. You're such a... Got one thing for you to remember. Don't use the outlets in the house when you fill her up. You'll be drawing so much power, the poor Sandersons will go bankrupt. Causing the family hardship wouldn't sit well with Giga Robo. Ain't that right, you giant can opener? Yarr, I almost forgot. Giga Robo'd be missing her leg. No peg leg neither. My memory serves, Captain Sanderson put in a queer sort of treasure chest. Sort of a steel trunk with a handle. Ahoy there, Chibi. It's good to see you, laddie. Been long and long, it has. So, you've come to hear this old salt's tale, have ye? Captain Blankbeard's gonna destroy my throat. Alright, sit back and get ready for a whale of a tale. Hold on! I'm here to keep my promise too. Ahoy there, squidbait. You're looking shipshape today. Squidbait? Squidbait? Aye, squidbait. Now simmer down. What I'm about to tell you happened many years ago, when the world was young. Yarr. Maybe I should get an eye patch. Those look cool. Makes you look dashing. That fateful day. Stretch. Thank you. Fortunately, the stretch toggle on this model it got, I think, lost between subversions, but you know what? We have other fun things like turn green. That fateful day I found a balloon gleaming like it were a wee lassie's eyes. And the salty scourge of the seas that I was, I decided to seize this shiny treasure for myself. Oh, a pretty treasure 'twas. However, the Sandersons were so poor, you could hear their bellies rumbling like thunder. Gigo Robo blamed himself for their troubles. Aye, he did. Every pirate swears to be as evil as a barnacle into bed. Be our code. But I couldn't even steal one measly doubloon. Foul humiliation 'twas. As you know, pirates who aren't evil end up as theme parks. Be terrifying. Hid me ship and confined myself in the briny darkened basement. To Sandersons be out of moolah and can't be buying food, I'm betting they be dead. Huh? Actually, the Sanderson family is doing just fine. They might not be rich, but they were at least able to buy us. And we're not exactly bargain basement items, if I do say so myself. What's that you be saying? So, they'd not have been troubled if I'd claimed to moolah I found as me own? I've heard that Mr. Sanderson hasn't been working and finances are kind of tight. But if it's just a little, it's not a problem. Do you know what this means? No longer bound to this dank backwater. There's treasure in this house, laddies, and I means to find it. Hoist the mainsail, me hearties. Mainsail? Don't you need a ship first? Shiver me timbers! I forgot! I've not a dinghy to me name! Put me ship in dry dock to keep her safe, but head's full of fog and my ship's lost. You're my only hope, Chibi. I want you to find me ship and bring her home. Pirate in need of a pirate who gets what he wants. That's the pirate's code, you see. That doesn't seem right somehow. Don't think so, eh? Fancy yourself a great thinker, don't you, you flying chum bucket? You're half as keen as you think. You'll keep your blowhole shut. Pirates are not accustomed to waiting. Now go find me ship. Yes, sir. Captain, sir. Phew, let's go look for the ship, Chibi Robo. I'll go on ahead and scout around. Aye, aye, Captain. I'll find your ship. I'd say you have me a word, but I don't really talk. I love this so much. Charge 13 times. Nah, about. Yeah, maybe I should get timer 15. Like, nah, I think I'm gonna stick with timer 10 for a while. Because it's simultaneously going, it's not enough time, but I know the timer 15 can drag on for a while. It's a bit more. Please. Oh. Yeah, it's like when you're going down, up or down the stairs in the dark and there's one more step that you don't expect and you just fall over yourself thinking about it. Let an unauthorized intruder waltz straight through here. You've got yolk for brains. Alright, listen up. You incompetent fools aren't fit for egg salad. You disgrace the Free Rangers. Rotten eggs, every one of you. Yes, sir. If it were up to me, I'd say you should all be poached. Private Memphis would have been ashamed of you. Yes, sir. Hey! Private Detroit, wake up. Can't have shit in Detroit. Listen up. Gonna beat you eggs into a fearsome fighting omelet. And you'll thank me for it. Yes, sir. Alright, soldiers, what are the 5 Free Ranger rules? Free Rangers rule number 1. When Sarge gives an order, privates say, sir, yes, sir. Free Rangers rule number 2. Leave no egg behind. Free Rangers rule number 3. As soon as on patrol, get thrown in the hole. Free Rangers rule number 4. Show up for roll call or suffer the consequences. Free Rangers rule number 5. Failure to follow orders is punishable by scrambling. Alright, never forget the 5 rules. Yes, sir. Together we will defeat Tau. Go! 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 Tex, Frisco, begin roll call. Yes, sir. As I said, the Great Pico is not even the weirdest thing in this game because the Free Rangers are at war with the family dog. You're slacking! Start over, again! Initiate roll call. Sound off! $15. $8. Everyone is accounted for, sir. Show up for roll call or the whole army suffers. Well, it looks like everyone's here, so today's your lucky day. No one suffers. Did I just enlist? I think I just enlisted. Right. Good. Roll call is officially done. I love the Free Rangers so much. As much as a game like this can have factions... Oh, dang it. I'm right on the edge of where I should upgrade that timer. But yeah, as much as this game can, like, have factions, or at least, like, things per room, I really think that the Free Rangers and their storyline is my favorite. Morning. Ooh, 368, 3687. Nah, still didn't get it. Across small gaps, use a cheap copy. More tutorializing, yes, good. Press A makes you fly horizontal. Oh. Now, just take out the Giga Charger you're carrying with you. Yes, that's it. Look at that. It's already bigger than you are, Chibi Robo. Again, don't think about it. It's fine, it's fine. The head's hammer space. That's all we need to know. I had an idea, which I should add to the pile. Means you can finally recharge the Giga battery. While you're out here, yeah. Like, you know how people have sub-goals and dono goals, and, like, fundraiser goals? It would kind of be cool if you could... I suppose that it would just be a CSS HTML widget sort of arrangement. And I could get away with, like, a straight on PNG, but having one of those gold trackers be the Giga battery, that would be pretty fun. Range chip. Yeah, I want the charge chip. Ow. I wanted the upgrade chip. Right. Just because it's nice for the chibi blaster. Actually, now that I think about it, there hasn't really been a playthrough of this game where I haven't immediately... Oh, wow! That's where your util bots come from. They're backup buddies, they're support bots. Have scrap, we can make some util bots with Chibi PC. Think there's any scrap in this place? Where? That's a weird thing. When you always do something every playthrough of the game, you never stop to think what it changes. Because I always, like, blitz the Chibi Blaster upgrades. So I'm not really sure if they might be entirely not worth it. And I just never know. Actually, I think there's, like... No, the charge chip is worth it because you have to charge up shots to break the happy point boxes and whatnot. And the range is just nice for being able to hit things. Right. But now I think we're in, like... I suppose this is really a pretty short game. Like, I'm not entirely sure how many or few day-night cycles you can complete it in. I'm sure if you're going by that, then it can be done in... Oh. GB Ribbit, thank you, Ribbit. Aww. With a 15-minute timer and knowing where to go, you can get a lot done in a single day. And I'm sure there's some, like, weird speed run of, like, you can get into the kitchen early if you try to scrub backwards at this angle, do a 360 and fall through the level a bit, and also depending on how you slice it, like where the end of the game actually is. Because there's quite a lot. It's one of those games that's chill enough. There's a good amount of, like, optional content. Like, technically you don't have to help the Free Rangers or any of the other boys. If you look at the game as just saving or doing the main plotline with the Sandersons and getting Giga Robo back online, and there's quite a lot you don't actually have to do. I don't think there's anything up here, but I think there's like 100 Mulans for 10. Close enough. I'm also trying to think of, like, what order of events. I should know this for how often I've played this, because this was, like... Yeah, I've been really excited to stream this because this was such a huge comfort game for me. Like, more so than Animal Crossing, it's just a game that I could put on and spend, like, several in-day games doing nothing but just messing around the house and screwing around. Not really accomplishing anything, but still accruing, like, money and happy points, and it was just amazing. So I should know a lot of this game, but here we are. Hey, is that our photo? Took this back when we were first deployed at the Sanderson house. General Sanderson took this photo. We were a full platoon then. It was before the incident. We were doing our daily physical training routine. That's when the enemy attacked. Memphis. Know what's gotta be done. Have to train harder so that one day we will win the war against the great beast. We need to make sure we never lose another ranger in battle. Thank you, Chibi Robo. You've helped me remember my true purpose. I guess we're helping him wage war on the family dog. The great hairy threat is defeated. Right, what else? So we've got everything, like... We've kind of gotten everything we can until, like, the time skips again. Dog tag, spoon, frog ring, banded. Wait. Aha! Of course, I think the big thing I should be doing is, you know, getting money in order to charge up the Giga battery, because it's 1,000 moolah a pull. And I think I was kind of thinking about this a while ago with, like, the popularity of Power Wash Simulator. And how, like, that is a huge game. I have not seen one person who play it who didn't immediately go, oh, this is amazing. This scratches such an itch. But then there's also, I think it's called, like, Placid Rubber Duck Simulator, where you're just kind of chilling out in a bathtub with a rubber ducky. Or you are the rubber ducky? I don't know, I should really look into that. But both of those games, I think, are kind of in the same genre as Chibi Robo. Well, in terms of gameplay, not like the full experience, because I really wish that there that there was a game like this. I have no freaking clue how no indie studio has said, hey, you know what game was amazing? Chibi Robo, let's do a little homage to it. Because I could totally see a game of, like, oh yeah, you're like a witch's tiny familiar or something. I think I went too high. You're just trying to clean up her house while in between experiments and help her with stuff. Or just maybe another household cleaning robot type of game, which would be amazing. Right, this one is tricky. But, like, this game, I have not found anyone who has come out and said, yeah, I didn't... Like, everyone who I know who's heard of this game has said, oh yeah, this game is incredible, I want another like it. And I have no idea how nobody else has tried to make an experience like this. But the closest I can think of that's similar is a game like Power Wash Simulator, where the goal... Oh, that was almost bad. What am I standing on? Nothing. Okay, good. So the goal is to just do a comfy little task and clean up the place. I think I can make it. Because the only resource you have to manage in this game is battery power, which is essentially health and everything else that battery implies. So you're technically always Yeah, he can totally makes it. Walks off counter like a fool. But it's kind of weird that every other, like, amazing classic game has kind of gotten an homage or a throwback or a reference to. Like, Cuphead did amazing job of being a bullet hell and platformer boss fight. There's plenty of... Tunic is probably the game I can recommend the most, and most sad that I cannot experience it for the first time again and stream it. Because that is like, it not only nails the feeling of an old Zelda game, like the original NES or Link to the Past, but it also hits the feel of what it is like playing video games in that era. And then there's, oh shoot, I meant to check out that... The throws always get me. Especially when I'm in the middle of talking and ranting like that. That is a more consistent jump scare than any horror game I have played on stream. You know, I could always lower the sound on that, or give me some warning or something. But it's also kind of fun, so thank you for that, Gob. And for the head slaps. That's another thing I have to do. I have to adjust my tits. God, I love the name of that throwing system. Oh! What is this? Search Sauce has been secretly developing an all-new brand of chibi gear? Isn't that exciting, Chibi Robo? No way. Wait, what is all new chibi gear? I mean, I guess we'll get the charge chip. But, what was I talking about? Not that yet. Oh yeah, there's a game, an indie game I really wanted to check out. Those throwback, like, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door, or, well, I guess Paper Mario, the series in general. Is something involving ghosts? It seemed to keep the vibe of it, of the older Paper Marios, you know, little tongue-in-cheeks, keeping the characterization flat and generalized as much as they could. And the same kind of sense of humor. But I kind of forgot about it. Kind of annoying how easy it is to get for those kind of games, or well, any game really, to fall in the shuffle. If I'm not looking at it and get it soon after release, then I kind of forget about it. Now that is on the list. But God, I really wish they'd give us anything involving this game. Maybe that's where it gets a lot of its charm. A lot of the memories is because there really isn't anything like it. And 5 points. Oh, wait. I think I can still give... I think I have enough time to give the dog tags to Sarge. That was the missing piece to kick off their stuff. Oh, or maybe not. Want it on some... Oh, I can just start it. I love these mini games so much. This exercise trains your eyes to follow the great beast's lightning-fast maneuvers. Find the spy. Free Rangers, you're hard-boiled. I'm Troy, I'm the spy. Bex. Frisco. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I think I've lost him already. Nope. Too bad. No. Pass by train, you get 3 in a row. Dismissed. Yeah, that first pass with all 4 of them switching places, I completely lost it. Let's try it again. Should be easier because my face is right up against the screen instead of far away from the TV. Detroit, Texas. Frisco's a spy. You. There we go. Two entire happy points. I'm doing him so proud. Choice. Alright, far left. Oh, he didn't move. I swear, if the trick to this is that the spy doesn't actually move... No, I've definitely had the spy move on me. It'd be so funny if they just... Each time the spy ends up in their same position. I think I know. I thought I lost him. It was 50-50 between him and the one to the right. For number 4. Hex. Hex. Oh! Wow. Do it again. Try number. How long can I go? Try text. It's kind of easy to lose them when all four move. Okay. I guess we're going to see how far we can go with this. Let's see if we can double a requirement. Text. Frisco's a spy again. They're scrambling so fast. Okay, at this point, I really have to wonder, how? I'm going to get timed out by the clock before I lose one at this rate. I think this one? Oh. Yeah. And they start moving fast after a while. Still fast. Except it's handrail training. Soldiers are a disgrace. Chibi Robo is more of a ranger than any of you will be. Dismissed. Alright, let's try a round of handrail training. Try handrail training? That's the spirit, soldier. Besides, it's designed to teach you how to run fast so you can catch Tau. Run on top of the handrail to the end of the course, then run back. Free Rangers, hard-boiled. On the water feature. This is the most adorable basic training you'll ever find. Okay, I think we've got it. This is the hardest part's the turnaround because you're running directly at the camera on a curved surface. Hey, 7-3, that's pretty good. Oh, jungle. I remember it was so hard to pass like spy training and handrail training at first, but it is so worth it because jungle and then the last one, I think waterfall training is so much fun. They're literally just shooter courses in this game. Alright, Sarge. Time for... Dang it. One more. There. Again, I'm trying to remember, like, order of events for this, and... I think there's a special cutscene after the handrail training. Maybe. Great work out there. Let's adjust your happy point total. Your GB ranking has gone from 475 in top 1,000 plus. Ooh, that's going down. 140. I think it caps out at like 200 before endgame. Next bonus battery. 50. I just saved. So this is... Yeah, we're going to charge. I think you can probably charge it if you're willing to shell out the moolah. Looks like the Giga battery doesn't have any energy stored up at all. I think it's going to take a whole lot just to charge that Giga battery up, GB Robo. Can't charge from the outlets in the house. That would break the family's bank. Let's say we do our best to save up some moolah and pay from our pockets. Want to charge it? Oh, hell yeah. 1,000 kilowatts. This is a 10,000 kilowatt battery. Yeah, 1,000 kilowatts. Just something that the insides of this chibi house, the circuitry is obviously not handled for. So you can't just farm all the trash telly drops. Oh, yes! Yes! Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah. So you can't abuse the secret confetti tech and get infinite trash and just completely break the game's economy in half. I hate to say it, but this game has better control of its economy than Red Dead Redemption 2. Just Mr. Redcrest stomping around. What do you think that noise was? Something. Oh, God, yes. That, and I will admit to being a little bit scared of Giga Robo. It took me so long to get to the basement, and the whale noises creep me out so much. Why is there oil here? Let's do a little investigating. There was so much surprise creepy in old Nintendo games. Yep, that's oil, alright. Wonder where it came from, huh? Oh yeah! I have a feeling that this game probably should have been rated as like teen or higher just because there's something, like, I don't think this game was meant for kids in mind. The spiders are here! Uh-oh. Yeah, and then it's so sad, he's essentially slowly dying and just crying for help. Giga Robo is such a friend. All the robos in this game, even the spiders to a degree, are friend shapes. Just how do I fire? Not like that. Oh yeah, you can use the mug to shield. Yeah, I know later in the game, I think the very next day, Mr. Sanderson will say that, wait, no, that's not right. Spiders were supposed to be Chibi Robo's friends. Why are they acting like this? Just, It's just so good. Like, even the real enemy in this game is capitalism. Just let me have cool little robo friends. Just help me out and have like little tips like that the toys wouldn't know about the place. So like, oh yeah, we found this place that you can climb up, or if the spiders were like the Utilibot mechanic of we found this scrapped over here, trade us some moolah, or we'll give it to you as part of a cleaning bonus or whatever. I don't know, I just wish we could have some robo friends. Come on, hurry up, Chibi Robo. Congratulations on building the Utilibot. I feel like we got a new partner. So happy. Abnormal activity detected while on patrol. You know what you can do with your new place? Make it, ooh! I could make a Chibi Robo traversable. Actually, in the terms of climbable plugs, my desk is such a freaking... So I will admit that I am kind of awful about cable and cord management. Like, just from climbing my microphone cord and a bunch of the cords on my desk. Yeah, I am... It just gets instant rat nested. I do not know how to deal with the cords. Like, the mic cord's definitely a way up. The cords for my PS2, they're on top of my computer tower. There's some PS3 cords up to a shelf. 64 I connected to test a game, and there's cords up there. The only thing is, I could probably reroute a humidifier cord because there's a slight step from my living room to kitchen. I think the kitchen drawers... No, the kitchen does need some work. That might require a Utilibot. That just might be a late game area. Which is fitting, because that is where all the mess is. Bathroom counter could definitely do the drawer trick. Those are shaped well. Now, Chibi Robo, Utilibot, I present to you my new song. Are you ready to be amazed? No. Oh, if only I had a Chibi Robo, like... For all... So it's called... Teriyaki Blues. Yeah! What? Ah! No. No! I appear to have been interrupted by a malfunction of some kind. Sorry you couldn't hear this whole song. Thanks anyway. You were a great audience. Oh, Telly. Yeah, I swear, for everything that's being put into, like, AI and robotics, like, we definitely don't need AI whose sole purpose is to just steal from artists and steal people's jobs. I don't think we need the drone warfare machines that they're making at Boston Dynamics. I don't know. You plug it in and it jumps up. Yeah, we don't need murder robots better. Like, where is any of the thing the people of the 1960s would be ashamed of what we're using AI and robotics for? They envisioned a better future than what we are having right now, and honestly, we should be ashamed that we're doing worse than the 1960s thought we would be. Like, that's just embarrassing. Oh yeah, it's like, exactly, kind of crazy imagining a reality where tools are being used solely to people's benefit. That not being used to prop up corrupt and frankly unhelpful system that's based on exploitation. Like, I've been thinking of this a lot with a lot of places where AI are used. Like, if we really wanted to make a new product for people to fit within the whole capitalism framework, we could definitely do that with, like, these very beneficial visions of what this all could be. Like, I'm sure if you had to pay like a monthly charge or something, I'll go for that money, and have like Digimon, that would sell like hotcakes. A chibi robo cleaning bot that's much better than a Roomba? Hell yeah. Or just healthcare robots to help manage that sort of thing. Like, there's a whole argument of, if we're not going to talk about how much of their furniture we're destroying. Yeah, make the capitalistic hellscape fun. Make it at least pretend like you're trying to add some value to the world we live in. Anything else in here? A couple more chibi doors, which could be nice. Oh, there's a picture of Giga Robo. Oh. And I know when I took a class on AI, which I cannot confidently say that I know much about artificial intelligence, the class, it was awful. It assumed you knew so much more about data science and like statistics than you did, and it was taught by a new prof, which he was doing his best, but it was... Can't really do anything here. Let's warp on over to the foyer. It was... Honestly, high-performance computing was probably the same difficulty. Took that in the same year as AI, but it just... The difference was night and day. Like, AI had the newest prof in the department. HPC, high-performance computing, had the oldest, and it was just a different style, and at the end of the day, I'm like, I understand how a supercomputer works a lot more than I know how an AI model works. It just has a whole lot to do with things. But to his credit, he did try to invite ethical discussions, which I don't think he did a particularly good job of. But you could kind of tell that a lot of people who got into AI were more into it because it was the sexy new thing. Because like every week when we'd have these discussions, I'd always make it a point to like play devil's advocate of, do we really need this? Does this actually solve a problem? My god, there are so many spiders here. Or is this just making things worse for everyone else and needs to be controlled a lot more tightly? And a lot of people are like, no, this is a good thing because... Like, the biggest thing that I can rant about is self-driving cars. They're not solving the problem they're trying to, and trains, which I think can be automated a whole lot better, would solve the problem that cars do easier, more quickly, and to a higher degree. Sorry, the devil eggs, he's just ruthless. It's always train, train, train. Sheesh, all I want to do is fly space fighters. Maybe I should just go do it. And thing is, between all that, the experience of just seeing people kind of be taken with AI for the sake of it without really trying to solve a problem, plus the sheer amount of grifts and scams that are being run with AI, like chatbots which don't really work, art is using that is not what these things are. It's predictive modeling. I do remember how image generating AI works. You take, it's just dull novelty and nothing of substance. There's nothing really being brought forward that's interesting or valuable. I mean, you could argue for, like, job automation, but one thing that was brought up in a completely different class was that automation should be replacing jobs that are dangerous, dirty, and humiliating. Things, or undignified. Things that don't really need to be done with human thought or input, that can be done better and have those people reassigned to something that is beneficial. Like, the whole thing that I saw, this one post that really stuck with me about AI. It's like, back to clean the I'm trying, but I am getting sidetracked by a rant about artificial intelligence and how, well, we could have house cleaning robots better than Roombas that bump into things and sell your floor plan to big corporations. We just have awful things. Because the post that I was talking about. But also, how are you, Games Ideas? I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good day. I'm just middle of rant and I am not sure I'm able to stop. But it was that the old vision of automation was, we've freed you from the drudgery, the boring, everyday, soul-crushing office job so you can create, have fun, do things that are meaningful. And now the vision of automation is, hey, we've automated all the fun, creative, and meaningful things so you can get back to your soul-crushing office job. Go create value for some soulless company. That's good to hear that you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good as well. It's been a fun stream and actually a pretty good day. Yeah, that post has been... Forgot, if you skip through the dialogue too fast, Telly hits you with a pan. Where in the world did that come from? Yeah, non-enabled tools to help artists focus on creating art. Don't worry, I'm mostly fine. I just have a concussion. I remember artists talking about how, like, they could use these tools. They could... Oh shoot, I have another utilibot I can deploy. They could use these things to, like, just feed a bunch of information to and generate some inspiration images from existing artwork that they would probably delete after because they had no use for. Or to say, like, okay, I want this several time, computer go. Kitchen ladder. That's a bit more important. But people see a grift, and I swear the average AI tech bro asshole out in Silicon Valley, they have to have, like, some complex or some, like, the only way they can feel joy now is if they make someone else miserable, because that's the only reason I can think of wanting to get an artist out of a job. Like, the whole point of art is that it's somebody's experience and passion being put out into the world. Talking about this earlier with VTuber designs and the sheer amazing breadth of quality and difference that you can see in all of them. Like, yes, AI can make art that looks pretty, but like, objectively, what's the point of it? It's not a person that's putting in their experience and their life and a whole level of meaning from that alone into things. It's just something soullessly existing for the fact that, oh yeah, we know consumers like this sort of image. You'll buy our things, right? And it's just, I don't know. One thing that's stuck with me through college is that, yeah, art without the meaning of art. And also, it's stolen. Because the way an AI image generator works is first you have, I forget the official term, but it's essentially a dude, I'd look at my notes for this if I had this, but I wasn't able to take any meaningful notes from that class. But the way it works is first you have a model using one of various methods. I think, no, transformers work better for language processing. I think this is a different thing. A basic image classifier, I believe, that essentially reverse engineers an image from a language prompt. And then it has a series of generated images that match the prompt, like landscape or boat or something like that, which it tries to get it as close as it can to its understanding. And then it also has a second image generator that is trying to generate anything that isn't the prompt. So, and then it does reinforcement learning. That's a term where the first image, the generator will give its best guess, and then a classifier will take the generated image, the correct image from data, and then a image from the falsifier, the AI that's trying to fool the generator. And it'll say, okay, which one of these are closer? And if and then based off of it says, oh, the image from the AI that's not trying to be helpful in the slightest is closer, or oh, the correct image from our training data is closer, it'll use that to classify how well the generator image is, tweak things to the models underneath to say, okay, to be more accurate, we need more like this, we need less like this, essentially turning the response of the classifier into a positive or negative value. Which is why people need stolen art in order to actually give training data of what it should be doing. Without the stolen art, it can't create. Artificial intelligence isn't even intelligent. The first thing I learned as just a programmer in college was that computers, yeah, there's nothing without it. It cannot digest it cannot create its own. Computers are remarkably dumb. They're stupid. They are dumb bricks that the only reason people think they're smart is they do math well. They cannot create, they cannot solve a problem. The biggest challenges in AI aren't things like, oh, how do you go through a chess game, something with a set of rules, which is what a lot of people thought would be the big challenges of AI. Like, how do you do these complex tasks? The biggest challenge in making a chess-playing robot is getting the machine, the AI, to pick up a piece, move it to a valid place on the board, wait for the opponent to do the same, or get up and walk over somewhere. The most basic human things, like thinking, moving, is so much harder than making a machine that blindly follows a set of rules. All an AI is a whole bunch of statistics that figures out what the rules should be. And that's just the modern ones. The older versions of AI were essentially program every rule and everything you can think of, and that will be the intelligence. That if we program enough rules into a machine, we'll get a modicum of intelligence from it. Scurvy splinter. Into the head, because where else would we put it? And it's so frustrating that people seem to think that it's the best condensed version of it I've ever heard. Thank you. This is coming from a college senior who was very pissed off at his AI prof. I don't think there was a class that I left without me and my best friend who was also in it being royally, without us both being royally pissed. Yeah, I have no, oh, day's almost over. No patience for tech bros before, and the more I learned about what they claim to say, the less patience I've had for them. Kind of funny because how Chibi Robo is Apple's commentary in that respect, like between the obsolescence of Chibi Robo and Mr. Sanderson quitting his robotics company because they reprogrammed his spiders to eat, yeah, without consent or intent. They're like, no, we have a better idea of how to make some money and some cash out of this. Giga Robo. Like, Giga Robo, by all level of metrics, Giga Robo, Chibi Robo, and Telly are general intelligence. Is a theoretical version of AI, which is actually sentient. It's like any robot character from Star Trek or Star Wars that you care to name. Can't get anything? No. Can't charge at one more level. And essentially because it's not profitable and costs so much, that they're fine with just killing these sentient people. Yeah. And also completely perverting the intent of the technology. The spiders are an amazing example of that. Like, the AI was initially meant to be this amazing futuristic thing, but then bad actors who do things that would horrify, like the original inventors of the tech, go behind their backs and we can do some, without ethics, we can stand to make a lot of money here. I should talk to Mr. Sanderson because I think he has a thing that gives a news report on the spiders. Hey there, Chibi-Robo. How goes it? Getting used to the house yet? Wife is mad at me, but don't worry about it. And just get a lot of happy points, okay? Ethics is a class I sleep through, and not a fundamental human trait. That is why I am so glad for my university I went to. In order to graduate, they had us go through a class with, like, my favorite professor there. It is actually kind of funny because when I was looking at this college, my parents were looking through the list of, like, the staff there, and they're like, this guy, wait. Hey, Dad, do you remember this person? Oh, yeah, I grew up with him. We were great friends back then. And, like, ever since I realized, wait, you're an old friend of my dad? Yeah. And he was the coolest guy and also the prof for our ethics class. and we had more useful ethical decisions and discussions on technology. No, do I not have any training? Prep next training. So I will say this much that I can without doxing myself. It is an area of the very heavy Dutch population in the US, and there's this thing called Dutch bingo, which one of my early homework assignments was to automate a program to look through like this whole file of connections of this person knows this person related to this person, and make a program to traverse this list until you get Dutch bingo. Someone who knows the person you're talking to. And my best friend is from the South, did not know that Dutch bingo was a thing, but had experienced a couple times of these weird connections, so when the prof mentioned this, he's like, oh, that's hilarious. Why isn't anyone else laughing? This is a joke, right? Nope, completely serious, a thing that happened all the time. Because, for example, my brother went to the same university, and his roommate, freshman year, was like one of the best friends of one of my friends in my robotic club, and we had you know this dude? Oh yeah, he's great. It is hilarious. And yeah, like, second or third week of college, I ran into someone, and I'm like, wait, is that this guy? I went to elementary school with him. No, that can't be it. I can't ask. And he went up like, hey, are you Brad? Like, I think we went to elementary school to... Oh my god, you are the same person. Yeah, the Midwestern Dutch community is oddly small and well-connected. It is so fun sometimes. I feel like I've oddly connected that to, like, VTuber of just, I'm used to, oh yeah, you know this person. Yeah, we should be friends now. That's our connection point. This stuff is so freaky. How do you still Because I honestly swear, yeah, Dutch bingos with VTubers. I've actually done it. I have followed people and that's actually how I made some amazing close friends in the community, because I got into streaming because I had an internship with like an IRL friend who I hit it up, Senior Laughs a lot of Santa Nabaka, and he knew Proper Darling, who did my emotes. I did a collab with Proper and all of Santa Nabaka plus a couple others. So I hit it off with Proper, started going to her streams. She raided Suki Tanuki, and that was pretty much my entry point into the larger VTuber community. It was just, friend of a friend of a friend is now my friend, and I'm your problem. Yeah, and then going off of Suki, I know I can draw like a direct line to... Yeah, I've been around, because off of Suki, she was retweeting some stuff off of Jaden's Live 2D announcement, who then recommended me UI, of example of like, hey, this person knows what their stuff is. And then I know Gobsy was in here earlier, and off of Suki, I met Monster's dad, who I think he retweeted something of mine that put me on the radar of Gobs, and then eventually I saw something else and finally made the connection, and yeah, that is literally just how I network. I'm like, oh, you know this person. Or you were rated by this person, you seem cool. Okay. Yar. Yar. Barnacles and bilge pumps. Got a blasted crew. That's just a connection. Eh, more obsessive compulsive, but yeah. Then, there's only one thing to do. I need you to find me some brave lads who yearn for a life of swashbuckling adventure. You find me 4 men brave and true. Oh, yes? Yeah, I'll have no choice but to give you me treasure map. Got it! One pirate crew coming up. Go on, Cheapy Robo. Let's get out of there and find 4 crewmen. Captain Plankbeard. Courage, me lads. Courage. I feel like I got distracted. Oh yeah, the ethics class. That class did so much more in-depth talking about what technology was harmful and how it changed and interacted with people in society and the various views and reactions you could have. Like, we talked about tech bros, we talked about post-transhumanists, the people who think they'll live forever because technology will, of course, advance to a point within their lifetimes if they keep it up long enough that they can upload their brain into a computer and get a fancy robot body and just live forever. We talked about how technology, like, you don't have society plus a new technology. It completely changes everything. A very good article that we kept, not really article, it was a research paper we kept on coming back to was, let me look it up real quick. Neil Postman's 5 Ideas to Technological Change. It was... I'm not going to go over the whole thing because I'm actually looking for an outlet and ending stream soon. But it was this technological treaty by Neil Postman about how technology interacts. And it brings up several good points that most all of them are things tech bros would love for you to ignore, of just, no, everything is positive, it doesn't change everything, it doesn't completely overhaul and displace people. Like, no, technology completely changes how the world works. It completely changes how people interact with themselves, with the world, with each other. It's a very good read if you're interested in that sort of thing. But I have been doing quite a lot of very gruff and gravelly voices. And it has been a good run of time through here. So let's see. Yeah, I don't have a direct link. I probably have a PDF of it on my old laptop somewhere because that I've had to read it for homework several times. But it is a good read, and if I can find something for it, then of like a good just link to the article, I'll definitely like post it in the Discord. And let's see who's up to raid. Let's see, we have Jaden playing Fire Emblem Engage, Slay the Spire, Red Dead Redemption 2, Sly Chapter 5. Oh, no problem. Thank you all so much for coming along and chatting. I really enjoyed that discussion, and I should probably make an effort to like read up on AI, what it's doing now, and the state of the tech community, and just kind of in general keep up and bone up on that sort of thing, because I do love talking about it, and I think that is something that I have the education to... I have the degree to talk about it. But I think right now we will raid Zarataro to keep it in. He's playing Sly 3, and As a nice, chill retro streamer. Ah, thank you, I. I'm doing my best, and I wish I was in a development role, stuck in corporate IT for now. But you know what? It's a place to get started and go on for that. But yeah, I'll be back. Oh shoot, today's Thursday. Next Tuesday, doing something. Thank you all for coming. I had an amazing time showing off this game and talking to everyone. I hope you have a good night. Raid.